is better when we're together. Amazing, man. So nice to have you here, bro, in my YouTube channel. That was like the best possible way of starting a video, right? Because I mean, there's this vibe going on between us.
I didn't actually listen to Jack Johnson for such a long time, but here in Brazil it plays so much. I was in Floripa now for like months, and it's full of Jack Johnson.
Exactly. So guys, I'm here with Fabian Dittrich, and I'm so honored to have you here in my YouTube channel, bro. Thank you so much for joining us and being in Brazil.
Thanks for the invite.
And one of the things that people like have asked me the most, especially at Social Game 7, the other YouTube channel, because we have been talking in English, like when I've been with mystery and stuff. So, and I sometimes use some, English terms in my videos because I'm so used to it, And people ask me like, oh, I'm almost learning English with your videos because you're always putting some English stuff. And when you're with me, screening other guys, so they ask me like, what's the best way of learning languages, right? English or language.
Posso dizer isso em português?
Go for it.
Não, então, eu 3 meses antes, eu não falei quase nada em português, não? Mas falei espanhol. Falo espanhol cada dia os últimos 15 anos, não? Mas faz 3 meses eu cheguei aqui e não falava português, não? Mas faço palestras e para mim fazer palestras é o jeito de aprender uma língua com música também. Então, quando eu cheguei, agendei uma palestra para 3 meses. Então senti essa pressão porque tinha incentive para aprender, então tinha que aprender, porque vou estar no cenário falando em frente de 100 pessoas, então tenho que falar. Então meu jeito de aprender música, de aprender uma língua, espanhol, inglês, francês, tudo aprendi assim foi música. Por exemplo, quando eu morei em Chile com 22 anos, eu estava no avião, apaguei todas as músicas inglesas e alemãs e reemplacei tudo com músicas espanholas, de Argentina, de Chile, de Andrés Calamaro, de Gypsy Kings, Então quando eu escutei a música que gostei, eu li ao mesmo tempo as letras, as cifras na internet, Então imprimi também as letras, então usei uma marca quando não conhecia a palavra, porque minha iniciativa, minha incentive, minha meta foi aprender a tocar essa música, para que eu possa tocar. E isso foi you need like an incentive. Tem que fazer porque está aprendendo essa língua, Então, para mim também era a emergência total, Por exemplo, quando eu chego a Chile, o normal é que você vai pegar uma aula de idioma. Na aula de idioma tem vários alemãos, então vão começar a falar alemão e vão dizer, vamos sair na noite no bar, Então são 4 alemãos que estão falando alemão em Chile. Então se você é um grupo, é muito mais improvável que alguém approach o grupo para falar com você e fazer amigos, Então quando eu vi um alemão na rua, eu fiz uma curva muito longe para não estar em contato com gringos de qualquer tipo e para ter que falar espanhol, Então morei com latinos. Em 2004, quando eu fui a Chile, não existia, mas agora tem aplicativos bem legais, Para as coisas básicas, Duolingo é incrível, Babbel é incrível, Porque você está olhando a imagem de uma manzana, não de maçã. E ao mesmo tempo você está lendo a palavra, então está guardando no cérebro de uma forma muito mais legal, E logo também, você às vezes também usa o Tinder, Que é uma coisa muito legal para aprender, porque você tem um incentive, uma meta, que é falar com a menina, com o menino, que seja. Então, muito Google Translate, E para buscar as frases e pegar, colar em Tinder, E tenho que entender a resposta também, então aí tem que buscar incentives, Se você tem 70 anos, e é um homem não casado porque a esposa está embora, talvez é muito improvável que você vá aprender uma língua nova. Mas se você agora conhece uma menina de China, tem um incentive. Então, daí tanto faz que tem 70 anos, porque vai aprender, porque você quiser, com a motivação intrínseca. Mas acho que o mais importante que eu falei é essa imersão total. Apagar tudo que é português, só escutar novidades, músicas, qualquer coisa em esse novo idioma. Para todo dia ter essa confrontação com essa língua nova, é jeito incrível para aprender.
Well, it's actually incredible because we just had like a show here from a guy that just like started learning Portuguese 3 months ago, and he's doing so well with Portuguese. But I'll take you back to English since these guys want to learn English as well.
Yeah.
And
for me, English was Eminem and Dr. Dre. You know, if you're German, you obviously learn English in school, but if you come out of school, you don't speak good English, right?
Cool.
So it was like Eminem, all the lyrics, all reading while I was listening, and Dr. Dre. That's how I learned English.
For me, it was a lot of rapping and hip hop as well. So cool. So let's like try to debrief it here because like these guys, they always want some tips and stuff. So I'll try to split in some possible tips that we can give you. So the first one is clearly having a goal, having right?
Yes.
Like a purpose for doing it. Because for me, English was like mostly the same for you. You know, I was like, I couldn't speak English until I was like 15, as far as I remember, right? I remember I had this girlfriend, and she used to send me some English lyrics of songs, and I was like, always like, oh, what does this song mean? So I need to learn English so I can send it back to her. You know, let's be some romantic here. You know, so I kind of like have my own purpose. But when I actually started to try to sing in English and speak in English, and I got connected with the English culture, you know, like watching series, movies and stuff. That was very, very easy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
for you guys, it doesn't have to be like studying, you know, like grammar. I mean, I don't know if you study grammar, but actually I, like myself, I don't give a shit about grammar anymore. Yeah. And I was an English teacher for many, many years. That was like my first job ever as an English teacher when I was like 17, you know. So I kind of like know the system very well. I worked in schools for so long, but I don't believe it, you know. I don't believe it's like putting your, you know, your mind into a book and trying to make this effort, like when you're almost sleeping in the books, like, no, I gotta read one more. No, man, it doesn't work like this. You gotta be connected. You have to find this goal, right? This objective is like, in our case, music.
Yeah.
Boom, it's easier, it's beautiful, it's natural, right?
Yeah, I learned a lot of Spanish by watching Simpsons. Because in Chile it would be in English, but with Spanish subtitles.
Right.
So I was reading the subtitles while I was listening, and that helped a lot. I usually don't watch TV. I have no TV for the last 15 years. But when I learn a new language, I'm like in the hotel or somewhere, I watch TV because that helps a lot too. Yeah.
Cool. So the first one, it's find your objective, your goal for that, and the second, connect with art. For me, it's great.
Yeah, for me too.
Everyone loves art. Like, I mean, who doesn't like music, right?
Right.
And it's impossible to not like music and movies and series. It's like what the fuck are you doing if you don't like any of this? Like, how are you living, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's a very beautiful way of learning. Connect with art, right? It's gonna be very, very easy.
Yes, yes.
Right?
And total immersions, that's for me the key point, right?
Yeah, immersion is perfect. Traveling a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the country where they speak the language, that helps obviously a lot. But even if you're here, like in Sao Paulo, you have so many people from all sorts of places.
Sure.
So you can open the meetup.com, and in Meetup you'll find Spanish
say it again?
speakers, meetup.com, right?
Alright.
Tem qualquer coisa, Meetup. No? If you're a puppet collector, you probably find a group of puppet collectors here in Sao Paulo, right?
Through Meetup.
Yeah, Meetup has everything.
Cool.
So you have so many meetups, like English speakers in Sao Paulo, yeah? And they have a meeting every week. They have even 2 or 3 meetings every week. So there's Brazilians who get into the place and they only speak English. They don't speak Portuguese. I was one at one. It works, and you have that for Chinese and for German and for any language you can imagine learning. Here in Sao Paulo, you have everything, and in other big cities too, right? And if not, you can, you have italki, italki.com. You can be in your home, connect with a video conference to an English teacher or Spanish teacher, and you pay not much money.
Right.
Like maybe sometimes you can find for $4 in a whole hour, or $3 an hour, and you get one-to-one language lessons, right?
Cool.
Yeah, and you just have to finding out.
Do you remember Omigo?
Omigo.
Yeah, no? Guys maybe know that. You're Honey knows that. Right? Omigo was like a website with audio and video, and you just like meet with the strangers, from any country, and it's like.
Oh, yeah. Like then it turned into someone where people were just winking and showing.
Yeah, like randomly. Yeah. You might find some dicks into it, but it's like you just ignore that part, and it's still fun. I was like able to connect with a lot of people, friends, like girlfriends, men, and singing, it's just like randomly singing. It's like, sing that one, and start just like so art and entertainment is very easy, right? you connect art and entertainment
Yes.
in another language, you just do this shift. It
Yes.
happens.
Yes, and also, I mean, especially when you're starting out, people are so shy to actually go somewhere and ask for a coffee in the other language or ask for directions.
Right.
But just imagine you are here in Brazil, you speak perfect Portuguese, and some gringo girl walks up to you and asks you for the direction. Would you be like, oh fuck you, you don't speak Portuguese in the best way? No. You would actually be completely honored maybe that somebody's trying to learn your language. It's kind of nice, no? So you want to help. And that's how the people that you talk to in a foreign language also will feel.
Think the same.
Unless you're in France.
Yeah, France is- Forget that one. You're not trying to learn
Unless you're in
French,
Paris.
right? Yeah.
You're like, come on, speak my language like fluent.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I seem like we have like the tips we wanted for. That's very beautiful. And traveling is so amazing. I mean, you're a traveler. If you wanna understand a little more about what I'm talking about, we have this video in the other YouTube channel, in Social Game 7, and we talk a lot about traveling and how you develop this lifestyle. So traveling, if you like to travel, right? And you don't even need to go like outside of the country. I mean, like we have here Florianopolis.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always full of people speaking Spanish and English. We have Copacabana in Rio.
Right.
Always some gringo going on. So you can always find ways.
Yeah, and meetup you find in every small city too.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Another advice, when I learned a new language, I always had a small libretta, like a really small thing to note things down. And whenever I was anywhere, I always had this thing. Like it's so small you can put it in a pocket and have a little pen. So whenever there was a new word, I would write it down. But I would write it down in context. So let's say you're on
Sure.
a date, right? And the girl is saying, a gente fica mordido não fica, no? Like from the Lyrica song. And you're like, okay, what is mordido? I know all the rest. Let's say, what's mordido? And now I'm going to write down the
It's an
sentence.
expression, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like just a word.
Right. And I write down the sentence and then I put mordido is like bitten. Okay. Now, 5 months later, if I look up the sentence, it's not only that I remember the word, I remember that situation. I was there on a date, she said this, and that's when I wrote it down. And that's how it saves in the brain so much better, because you
It
get
has
the
involvement,
context, you have
sure.
the story of the emotion. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to teach that. I used to say that if you're trying to just learn by reading, you have like this, basically, right, 10% of memorization. But if you have emotion,
Yes.
right, if it's a situation, it's probably like 92%. So you
Yeah,
can
that's the
learn more.
general theory in psychology. The more emotion is connected with an experience, the better you remember it. Yeah.
Amazing. That's it. That's it. So guys, if you keep asking me now, you have this video. How many languages do you speak, by the way?
5.
5 languages. German, of course.
German,
English.
English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese.
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 Cool. Cool. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about these topics on my channels, I think, when I'm gonna activate my YouTube channel too, and you can find me at the Go
You
Between.
will do it. You will.
You can link it up, I guess, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And my
So-
website and YouTube channel is on my Instagram profile.
It's gonna be down as well in the comment section or something like this, right? So these guys can find you because you're such an amazing person. Like, thank you so much for being here. Man. Let's do it in Brazilian way. Brazilian way. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you guys. Espero que vocês tenham gostado desse vídeo e que tenha realmente ajudado vocês aí a ter um pouquinho da mudança aí do mindset, a transformação mental que vai te ajudar muito mais do que ficar metendo a cara no livro e realmente se envolver com isso. Gratidão. Até a próxima. Tchau.
And in English.